Hey, what is up, guys? Flex Media here, bringing you yet another video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. So this is our newest EZA, our boy Perfect Cell, the STR one. Now, as you can see, he's got a couple different super attacks. So the cool thing about all three of them, though, is they stack attack and defense. Now, the 11 key is going to heal, but instead of causing immense, it'll only cause supreme damage. Now, his passive is pretty good, so right off the bat, he gets attack 100% and defense 50%. And then when he gets 6 or more key spheres, he's actually going to get a 30% increase on his attack and defense. And then when he's facing 2 or more enemies, he's actually going to lower the enemy's attack and defense. So he's really, really good, guys. It definitely needs to be said that he is good. And particularly for these long events, he's going to be very good, right? So here we are. So we are on the Kamehameha team, as you guys can see, inside of the Legendary Goku event. So our boy STR Cell, he's actually going to be, I think he's on the second rotation here. Yes, he is. And there's our boy Fizz Goku Black. Now, he is going to be significant to this STR Cell. Now, you're going to notice for a majority of the fight, Fizz Cell, I float off. Now, right there, we did not, just, you know, for links and stuff. But he's actually significant to Cell, because here's the reason. He is the only other member on the team that is Extreme type. So the Fizz Goku Black might not share any key links with STR Cell, but he's going to be providing all Extreme type allies 3 key. So that's definitely significant, and not to mention they're going to be sharing Fierce Battle and Nightmare, and he's the only member of this team who has Nightmare. Now, we're going to get our Cell here way more than 6 key orbs, and for the majority of the fight, we have him linked up with the Namek Goku. And I just said screw it. Like, number one, like, I love Namek Goku. There he is right off the bat, 1.67 million. Not too terrible. Not too terrible at all. Mine has 1 dupe. Now, his defense is not exactly built up yet, but it will be. But I have him linked up with the Namek Goku, as you can see here. And the reason for it is Namek Goku is one of the rare units, especially these days. One of the rare units that has multiple really, really nice key links. So he has Prepared for Battle and Shocking Speed. So him having Shocking Speed, of course, makes him fit in really, really well on his own team. So he obviously leads the Super Saiyan. And then that Planet Namek Saga. So he is going to share a bunch of key links with, like, Frieza units, which is, you know, really, really nice for him. So I imagine that's why they gave it to him, right? So Namek Goku, of course, you guys know, is super, super good. I don't need to spend a whole ton of time telling you how awesome all of these units are, because, I mean, this Kamehameha team is insane. LR Gohan, I'm very, very excited for him to come back. He comes, I imagine, now this is completely not confirmed at all, but I imagine he's going to be coming back on the 5-year anniversary. And if we're lucky, he'll come back before then, but again, I can't make that guarantee. I mean, that would be insane. But I do have a theory here. So so we just got the Tanabata banner, right, where we had the SS4s and the Gobros on that thank you banner. And my thought is, considering the way the months are kind of going to shake out, I feel like there's a possibility that on the Goku and Vegeta banners, the SS2 banners that actually just left JP, I feel like maybe we could get Gohan and Cell. And the reason is, again, because of the timing. I feel like, you know, them giving us the SS4s so soon after just having them on banners doesn't make a ton of sense. Now, I mean, I could be 100% off base here. I mean, I just, here's the thing, though, is I want everyone to keep in mind that I want everyone to keep in mind that we received those units. Their cell, before I go on, at 115,000 defense, so not doing too terrible. Not bad, not bad. Also needs to be noted that mine has 1 dupe. But anyway, back to my point about the anniversary. So keep in mind that we got these units at the same time, Global and JP. So it was for the 300 million download celebration, the Gohan and the Cell. Now his defense isn't stacked up like a lot yet, so he took quite a bit of damage there. Now luckily we have 500,000 HP, so and we're about to heal up right here 10%, which is a very nice feature of this card that he can heal. And then there's the double super. Of course, the double stack on his attack and defense is nice. So we got these, the LR Gohan and the LR Cell, we got them at the exact same time, Global and JP. So you're telling me, you're going to try and tell me that essentially Global is going to have to wait almost a full entire year before they get Gohan and Cell back? Because, I mean, the sort of festivities of the 5-year anniversary on Global more than likely are going to begin in like June or July, and then we'll go on until August, and then right after that is the 300 million. So you're telling me we're going to have to wait, all the way until, basically the anniversary? I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe they will. I mean, I guess we'll see. But I just feel like that could definitely happen. So I feel as though, now that this dude is on Global, the STR Cell, I feel as though like the debate continues to rage on of like who is better, like who do I run, who's better, the STR Cell or the Tech Cell? Well, they both offer a few of this some similar things. So they're going to ultimately, I feel as though the Tech Cell is going to hit just a little bit harder. It takes a lot less to get him, let's just say like a 3 million attack stat, which we do see in this event towards the end. And then that being said, if you get Tech Cell that many orbs, because his is a nuking passive, right? I think he gets 12 or 15% or something per key sphere obtained. So he can tank quite well on top of his really big stats, those big EZA stats. So I feel like in something like Super Battle Road, as long as you are not screwed on orbs, I feel like probably Tech Cell is going to be a better option for you. But that being said, I do not want to discount this STR Cell. So obviously here we are in the Legendary Goku event where you would... Wow, 2.61. We had Big Bad Bosses active, right? Oh yeah, we did. Oh baby, that was a good attack stat. And again, that's the kind of thing you don't want to underestimate about this STR Cell. Is he is just able to continually stack that attack and stack that defense. Now, this is the one item I believe that I used during this run. And truly, it was just for a little insurance. Obviously, if we get supered in those first 2 slots, we're toast, right? 286,000 at this point is just not enough HP to withstand a blue Goku super attack. But again, I don't want to discount this STR Cell. And the reason for it is his link set, man. His links are far superior. Sorry, but they are. They're far superior to Tech Cell. The fact that he has shocking speed and then also has revival, that means he's going to fit in great on an Android team. He's going to fit in great on the Revived Warriors team. Artificial Life Forms team. He's going to fit in great. Especially having that revival link, I feel like is huge. I mean, yeah, and shocking speed too, but it's just really nice that he has 2 really good key links. And then that being said, he's essentially going to auto super. I mean, almost. He's going to auto super. He can super at 10 key. He's got a 10 key super. He's got an 11 key super, and he's got a 12 key super, of course. Now both cells, they both heal. So this cell heals on his 11 key super only, and then the Tech Cell heals every single time he super attacks. Also to be noted, the Tech Cell, I guess you could say, is a little more self-sufficient because he's getting double key on Rainbow Key Spheres. There's the very coveted 12 Key Super of the AGL LR Gohan. You rarely see that. It really, most of the time you have to get an additional attack to see that super attack. So that's really, really nice to see. I love that super attack animation. So yeah, and then, so the other part is, we all know, I mean, I've talked shit about it for months now, about how Int Cell, he does, the LR one, of course, Int Cell does not have shocking speed. Basically, no one knows why. He's got, what is it? Is it Messenger from the future? No, I'm sorry. It's, I can't remember that key link. He's got one key link, basically, that he shares with, like, Tech Cell, and that's it. Ultimate Life Form, that's what it is. So he shares Ultimate Life Form with the Tech Cell. And then when he transforms, he gets Revival. So I guess you could say that he's going to link up well after he transforms with STR Cell. But ultimately, let's just be real, he doesn't really link up well with anyone, not having a big-time key link. So Ultimate Life Form is a very specific key link that he's going to share only with like a couple Cell units, and that's it. So, but again, as I've mentioned, like, him on this Kamehameha team, you know, it adds another option that you have to run, right? So if you don't have LR Int Cell and you want to run a guy, I mean, this is the guy. I mean, you would never dream of bringing Tech Cell here. No way. He'd get slapped around if, you know, especially on, you know, in UI Goku, the most difficult phase. The Potara Fusion. Oh boy, this is going to be a monstrous rotation right here. This is both Gohans, one transformed, and Super Vegito. No big deal. Now, I didn't want to break rotation here, so I just went ahead and kept him in that third slot, knowing that he would not be getting any counterattacks, but it's no big deal. I probably could have floated off the untransformed Gohan. His defense is so strong now that he wouldn't take damage from anything. No attack in the game could hurt him. So anyway, back to this Cell on the Kamehameha team. So this STR Cell, again, if you don't have that LR Int Cell, this dude is definitely going to be your best option. And the reason for it is almost every time if you're running, you know, I mean, even if you're running Super Battle Road, you know, you can't really run Super Battle Road exactly and have them on the same team, which is unfortunate. It's just a very unfortunate part of Gohan's transformation conditions. But here on the Legendary Goku event, you definitely can. And this dude, I think, is the superior Cell to bring. I mean, I don't think there's any question about that, right? So the ability to stack attack and the stack defense, it needs to be mentioned, right? So it's a shitty part of Gohan. It's honestly, it's pretty much the only shitty part of Gohan is that transformation condition. Otherwise, I love his card, and even untransformed, he's sick, right? I mean, he's really, really good. He double stacks defense for like 10 turns or something like that. I mean, he's so impressive defensively. And then, I mean, not for nothing, I mean, if you have a Super Saiyan Goku on rotation with you, I mean, a dupless LR Gohan can get you, almost, probably a 4 million attack stat. And there's our STR Cell at over a 2 million attack stat. So we are really, really getting his, we are really building him up, man. He is getting really strong right now. And obviously at this phase, he's not going to be taking any damage. I don't remember if I show the defensive stat or not, but I do want to mention that by Int UI Goku, he's going to be between... Okay, luckily we got our guard active there. Otherwise, this could have hurt a lot. But that Cell, man, his defense by this point is sitting anywhere between like 250k to 300k, which he's not going to take double-digit damage like the LR Gohan or like Tech Trunks or something like that, but he's definitely going to be just fine. I mean, I'd wager he'd take, probably less than 100k on a super attack, which is really important in this event, right? You got to have some defensively stout units. You know, I think the best way to run these events, in my opinion, now not every team is going to offer this, but if you can have 4 units that stack, i.e. your main rotations, and then you have 3 units that are just like really good, I think you can damn near no item every time you run this stage. Now, depending on the power and the amount of dupes and all of those things, yeah, those things matter, of course, but that really seems to be a recipe for success. And there is a casual 4.3 million. Oh, that he dodged. What a pussy. And then even like the untransformed Gohan, now I believe this Gohan had 1 dupe in him, you know, still hitting 3.5 million. And if we have a Super Saiyan Goku on rotation, oh boy, oh boy, that Goku Gohan exchange unit, that is also, you know, basically doubles as a 20% support. I mean, just get the hell out of this Gohan's way, man. He is just, he cannot be touched. It's just crazy, right? So when you get, and okay, so this is another thing. This Vegito, look at that. He just critted for 1.1 million on the hardest event in the game. He is still, that Vegito unit, man, I mentioned it, I think, in my last video, but he is still one of the very, very most powerful units in this entire game. You know, and he's about to be 2 years old. I mean, you don't see that, man. You don't see that anymore. Most of these units, you know, they have their run, and then the meta changes, and they just kind of go by the wayside. But man, those 3-year anniversary units are insane. Insane. So, Fizz Goku Black taking a little more damage than I'd like there. The Int Goku Black, straight up, I mean, he's a better option for this event. But I figured I hadn't used him in a while, and I just wanted to. There he is, 3 million. So we hit 3 million. Now keep in mind that is with, I believe, all of his attack links active. Yeah, he's for sure going to have, in this particular rotation, he'll have Nightmare, Fierce Battle, and Kamehameha active. So, yeah, so I believe that is all of his attack links. Now, this is the very last rotation in the entire event. Now, we got lucky, man. I almost ended it on that the last rotation with the Gohans. And we got lucky. We got very lucky. None of them critted or anything. So I wanted to see kind of like a big attack stat from this dude. So, all right, there he is. 3.21. That is probably the heights of what you will see him at. Unless, of course, you run this event with, like, major support units on it, right? But he's going to be sitting anywhere, like, if you run him in normal events, anywhere between, you know, 1 and 2 million. Maybe a little higher with Big Bad Bosses active, but there you have it, guys. The extremely overpowered Kamehameha team. If you guys like this video, go ahead and slap a like. Consider subscribing if you're new, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Later.